Today's been a very emotional day for my family, so I'm going to go a little off book and tell a quick joke, all right? It has nothing to do with anything. I'm a Joel Osteen fan. He starts his things off with jokes, so I'm going to start mine off with a joke, all right? So there's a father. He had 3 daughters, all right? And on the exact same day, each of the daughters had a date. Okay, so the father's sitting downstairs, and the daughters are upstairs getting ready for the date. And the first guy comes to the door, and he says, "Hi, my name's Joe. I'm here to pick up Flo. We're going to go to a show. Is she ready to go?" Dad says, "Yeah, I'll take it off." The second guy comes to the door, and he says, "Hi, my name's Freddie. I'm here to pick up Betty. We're going to go out for some spaghetti. Is she ready?" Dad said, "Yeah, out they go." Third guy comes to the door, and he says, "Hi, my name's Chuck." Dad says, "Get the hell out of here." For those of you who didn't get that, that's a rhyming joke. I am Jordan's older brother, and before we go any further, I'd like to thank both sets of parents that are here tonight. There's a ton of people here, and it took a lot to put all this together, so I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Green and my parents, Mike and Chris. This is And since the engagement, my family, the whole way along, my family's always really loved Olivia. But since the engagement, they've been really happy, like my parents have been really excited, like out of the ordinary excited. I've been trying to figure it out, like exactly what is it that's making them, what's making them happy. And I've been picking away trying to figure it out, and I think I finally figured it out. One of us is finally moving out of the house. Yeah. So, right? There's so much planning that goes into a wedding. I mean, the way that everything, the napkins are folded, who you're sitting beside, that was a plan, guys. You guys stayed up till like 4 in the morning trying to figure that out, right? So, I never, even beyond weddings, down the road, how many kids you're going to have, where they're going to go to school. Nobody ever factors in how long your kids are going to live with you, And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Greens and the Tozzis combined for a perfect 5 for 5. So that's batting 1,000. That's pretty darn awesome. So that should show you right there how star-spangled awesome they are. So let's give them another hand. So, growing up with Jordan, we had these things called Jordan stories, all right? Half the room's laughing because they know Jordan, the other half has no idea what I'm talking about. And if you're close to my family, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you're like, "Oh yeah, I got my favorite Jordan story." I got it. So I've been allowed to tell some stories today. I've been not allowed to tell others, but I'm gonna go with one that it's one of my personal favorites. It's light and quick. We were at a doctor's office one time, and I was in high school. Jordan was in junior high, and it was before basketball season. So you have to do a physical. I'm not going to take it that direction, but so we're in there, and physical's done. We're filling out the paperwork afterward, and we're filling out all our emergency contact. And I finish up, and Jordan's in there for like 5 minutes after, and he's perplexed. I come back in, and he's like, "Mike, it'll be like 1 more minute, almost done." So another 5 minutes go by, and I'm like, "Jordan, what are you doing? Do you remember this?" So I go in, he's rubbing his head, he's sweating bullets. It looks like he's, taking the exam of his life. And I'm like, "Jordan, what?" He's like, "Mike, I'm stuck." I was like, "Jordan, it's an emergency contact here. How can you be stuck?" And he's like, he goes, and you know, you fill out the name, your number, all that information. You get down to a section for emergency contact, and it says relationship. All right, and usually most would put like mother or father. So Jordan comes to me, he's like, Mike, he's like, I don't have a girlfriend. Who do you put for your girlfriend? Jordan, put your mom and your dad. So growing up with Jordan, you know, he's a smart guy, but he didn't always quite get things. Very literal, takes things like that. So it was always an adventure. Being his older brother, you know, we were extremely close. Everything was a competition. Sports, you know, we'd play basketball past midnight at our house. We'd have dance-offs at our house. We'd have flex-offs at our house. I think my mom and dad and sister would have to judge us on who had the best physique. And if one of us weren't happy with like who got the vote on like abs or arms or something, we'd have them measure like who had the biggest arms. You know that? Yeah. So it's, you know, I can honestly say that it's a blessing to have a brother, but it's even more of a blessing to have a brother that I consider my best friend in Jordan. You know, and growing up with him along the way. I'm extremely proud of him. And I joke earlier, but I really am. I'm proud of him, you know, as an individual, as the athlete that he's accomplished in being, and you know, all the decisions he's made along the way. You know, I can say that Jordan's very dedicated. When he decides to do something, he's going to do it. You know, he's going to play basketball. Jordan's going to drop 40 points on you. He's going to do it. If he's going to start a website and be the #1 football expert in the nation, he's going to do it. If Jordan's going to go be a pilot, he's going to do it, you know? And, you know, here we are 7 years in the making. If he's going to marry the girl of his dreams, he's, you know, here we are again today. So let's give them a hand. It's a really weird feeling for my family because, like I said, we all live at home. And most people laugh at that. They're like, yeah, it's, you know, you all live at home. You guys are like mid-20s. But it's weird because we've all been together for so long. And along the way, people ask me, they're like, can you imagine, and we even talk about that, can you imagine things without Jordan here? And we can't, because he adds a level of lightness and fun, and, you know, to a situation that you can't replicate. It's pure, I don't know how to explain it. But when you take one piece out of that puzzle, the dynamics change. And it's not that we're sad about losing Jordan, but our family's growing in a really special way. And I can't imagine it being, you know, we've considered Olivia part of our family for a long time. And, you know, 7+ years in the making, this is perfect. So beyond that, you know, one thing, you know, and I'm the individual keeping 300 people between me and the bar, so I'm gonna I would like to say, for those of you who know Jordan and Olivia, you know exactly what makes them special. You know exactly what it is that makes them perfect for each other. For those of you who don't, I recommend that you get to know them on a very personal level, because they encompass and they exemplify everything of what is absolutely special and what should be in a relationship. So if everybody could raise a glass. Here is to my little brother, Jordan and Olivia, Mr. and Mrs. Tozzi. Salute.
Now I'd like to ask Larry Gross to come up. He'll be giving us our blessing for you.